Finally.
All right, let me.
Has come back to the Ben podcast.
Well, you're practicing my intro? Really? Motherfucker?
And you know we do it all for the millions
And tens.
and millions of the Ben's fans coming here tonight to witness greatness unfold.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey, was this really an opportune time to run off?
And then you come here and you
Really?
run south.
28 minutes late. What
No,
is
you're not.
this? Are we? No, I can't even do it with a straight face. It's stupid.
You say your name is Drew McIntyre. I say your name is Drew McNuggets.
Is this an ongoing stroke with you right now? What are you talking about? Do you want us to call you an ambulance, mate?
Yeah, I've got form. I'll do it.
You need help? Did the left part of your brain just shut down?
I know I did wake up.
What was that?
I did wake up and got punched in the face.
Yeah, you kind of look it too. I mean, that was horrible. How did that happen?
Yeah, I'm devastated.
All right.
Too bad it didn't happen to somebody who did deserve it.
Ready?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're
Sweet
sort of
sauce.
waiting on you.
Yeah, you just went for a poo.
Quick poo. I didn't wipe. It is Chartan.
What? No music? Nothing?
Sweet sauce room. The music's been playing this whole time.
No, I can't even see that. We're like, all right, hey everybody, welcome to the TheBinPodcast. My name is Shartan, and it's once again it's a Thursday. I am joined by Mikey,
Hey.
Cortez, Wayne, and of course our lovely Brenna.
Hi, Brenna.
That's your cue, dude.
Oh, I thought I was doing. No, don't spoil the Rob.
Ah, fuck.
Later.
All right, yeah.
You've
Well,
gone too early as usual.
Yeah. As usual. Hey, by the way, I went to my premature ejaculation group today. Turns out it's tomorrow.
Not bad.
Well played.
So yeah, we're back. It's a Thursday. We are without guests, so it's just going to be us. And unfortunately, Brenna had grown-up stuff to do, so she couldn't be here with us. Let's get to the really important stuff. Cortez, my man, what are you drinking down there?
American beverage. Coca-Cola.
So it's
Polar
really,
Pop.
it's really good for the audio podcast when you say nothing.
American beverage.
Yeah, you need to turn your sound up a bit too, dude. So, Polar Pop for Cortez. What are we having, Wayne?
I'm at max volume
It's
right now.
the usual Koolybarra Shiraz. It's cheap and cheerful and gets you through the evening.
Max volume.
Bin 55? No?
No, not that. That's the
the bin
expensive
50.
stuff. And yeah, I'm not having too much today. Not after last week, Jesus.
The
Mikey,
Wasted.
The week that shall not be named.
are you back? Are you back on your Roman energy drink diet?
No idea what you're talking about. This is just a void that I'm gracefully sipping out of. And
Mikey's drinking.
Until Monster wants to give me a sponsorship, I'm no longer shouting them out.
Yeah,
Mikey's literally drinking dark matter.
I found it. I've actually found dark matter. It's in my cup. It's right there.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Scientists,
What?
come have a look.
Yeah.
What's
And
that?
me,
What's
I'm
that
having,
science?
having White Russian, which was fucking delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
Looks
I learned,
delicious.
but I did
Mm.
learn one thing. You should not. Well, I should do something about my mustache when I'm having dairy.
Yeah. Go ahead, take a sip there, big guy.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. How's that?
Ba-ba-da-ba-dum.
Got him.
And not all of it goes away either. So like, if I don't wash my beard tonight, it's gonna be like really fucking smelly and horrible.
Crusty.
So
again, if you're only listening to this on the audio podcast, go and find us on Twitch and YouTube, and you can enjoy these visual delights that we put in.
why don't you describe it for us then? Since it's an
tell us in
audio
a lot of
podcast as well.
words.
I'll describe it. Jartan had a substance on his beard and his moustache that made him look like he'd been performing fellatio. There you go. That's a director's commentary.
I do think that I'm gonna change my drink now. I'm not doing this
You
anymore.
could trim the mustache.
Yeah, but I have to go to the barber's, and I can't do that now because of
Yes.
restrictions.
You got scissors?
You got clippers, surely. You must have clippers in your house.
He's only got a beard straightener.
I got that. I haven't used it for a long time though.
Yeah, knowing him as a Dyson one.
It's a Dyson with a fucking 13 terabyte SSD, LED lights, and a supercharger.
And Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and Wi-Fi. It lets me know when it's time to straighten my beard again. You can like schedule it on your iPhone.
You can just like walk up and be like, "Hey Google."
I'm gonna send him like one of those beard blow dryers, but it's like, it's like it looks like a comb, but it's a blow dryer, and it's like got this little round thing on it. You can literally straighten your beard with it.
Yeah,
No, that's the thing that I have.
the beard straightener. Yep, he's already got one.
Yeah. I already got
what's
one. That's the
wrong?
one that I have. So yeah. But
Sorry.
talking about corona restrictions,
You know,
speaking of, there has been a development in Sweden because Sweden finally got some corona restrictions, after a year of a pandemic.
only a year, huh?
After a year. But now, people in Sweden have started going to the streets to protest the restrictions. Yes.
Did you guys have a bunch of Americans just all immigrate there at the same time?
No. But they are using the same argument. Corona's a hoax. There's no validity to it. It's just to make big pharma money that they created a vaccine
That they're giving
So,
away for free.
for a fake.
Alex Jones finally got to Sweden.
Made it.
He
Mhm.
made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
He had to pop a whole bottle of super male vitality to get to row his boat all the way across.
So because I couldn't find an English article on this, I'm gonna do some live translating from Swedish to English now.
Do me a favor. Do like a couple sentences in Swedish and then like translate it.
Mm.
So I can. So I can hear
Okay, all right, let's do it in Swedish first. Kaotiska och våldsamma scener utspelar sig i Stockholm på lördagen. I samband med att polisen försöker skingra hundratals demonstranter blev det stundtals sammandrabbningar och flera poliser skadades. Det är givetvis uppseendeväckande dåligt omdöme och helt oacceptabelt, säger Mats Löfving, regionspolischef i Stockholm, om händelsen.
So in Stockholm there was a protest and the police responded, and it started Tuesday.
This was Saturday.
Damn it! I always get those confused.
Yeah. So, live translating, chaotic and violent scenes played out in the central part of Stockholm last Saturday. While the police was trying to separate hundreds of demonstrations, there was at times violence. Well, no, not a lot of violence. They clashed. And several policemen got a confrontation. Thank you, and more police got hurt. This is, of course, very uppseendeväckande. Incredibly bad judgment and totally unacceptable, says Mats Löfving, who is the regional police chief of Stockholm, about the incident.
He sounds like he should be in a metal band.
Mats Löfving.
Yes. So these protesters were running around saying freedom for Sweden,
Oh yeah,
The
free
state,
the sweets.
state and media lies are the real virus.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
put Löfven, who is our prime minister, and Reinfeldt, who is the previous prime minister, put them to
movie, honestly.
put them in, throw them in prison. The
Yeah.
demonstrations are critical to the pandemic law and other Swedish corona.
So they
Yeah.
basically did a QAnon
Yep.
thing. Well done. It's finally happened. It's finally infiltrated, but it's only come about because of restrictions being put on certain people that again think they know better, and we got a lot of them over here. So when the scientists, I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and she was like convinced it's all a hoax, and she sought my counsel. Crazy, but I said to her, we've had scientists on our show, virologists, doctors, professors, astrophysicians. We know it's real. You know, it's just when you start looking down these wormholes on the internet, you end up just looking for confirmation bias constantly.
Yep. You're gonna find it.
Yep, because let's face it, right? Egotistically, no one wants to be wrong, and
Never been
when
wrong.
some
Wouldn't know what that feels like.
you're on the BIM podcast, motherfucker. You're wrong every week.
Every week I'm wrong.
Yeah. So, Jartan, what? I don't know if you've noticed a ramping up of the sort of conspiracy theory stuff in the media over in your lovely country. Please take me.
Yeah. I'm moving back to Norway, dude.
Oh,
I'm done. I'm done. Like
no, but have you noticed a ramping up in the conspiracy theory stuff? I mean, online, or do you curate your social media to a point where if you see someone talking that back crap nonsense, you just go, "Nah, you're all right. Bye bye."
no, I do quite a lot of discussing on the internet, but I don't seek out these people. Basically, people that I follow on my social media are, actors, musicians, and people that I know or met. So I don't actively seek out groups where I know everybody's, a fucking retard, and should be sent to the moon. So
Jesus.
I didn't say that I would do it. I just said that they should.
No, but we know what your implication was.
It would be better if they lived there. No, so I don't seek them out, but on Discord I do. And I stayed off Discord for quite some time, and now I'm back at it again, and it's a rabbit hole, man. It's a long and dark road when you start arguing with people on Discord.
I don't know what it is about Discord nerds, but they're just like a very special breed because they're like, hey, I have 14 people on my server. I know what I'm talking about. It's like, the earth is not flat. Shut up. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, they're
Discord
super low in the mix. If I can do anything from my side, but I doubt it. Yeah, you're maxed out on my side. You're gonna have to.
All the way turned up over here. I'm all the way turned up over here.
Now
But the
it's
thing
not
is,
bad.
it seems the anonymity of the internet in general emboldens people just to be absolute twats, because let's face it, they wouldn't say these things in real life to anyone.
No, they never would. Not even
No.
one.
You'd be sitting there playing like a game of FIFA, and then all of a sudden someone's calling you all sorts of names. But like,
Halo back in the day, then
you do it on a pitch in front of me, I'm taking you out, son. Never mind. Just this internet bravery is just getting to the next level now. And
there was a guy once on Discord that was trying to argue, and I left the Discord server because I was just tired of it. But it was literally about the Earth being flat. and he was going on and on and on, posting like link after link after link, to where he had to get like server muted for a little bit. Like there's, I'm not even going to talk about it because there's too much mess.
Yeah.
No.
And I think with Twitter, like with Facebook, people generally put their actual information on there. So when people got into discussions, you knew you were actually dealing with a real person who's actually going to stand up or stand behind the things that they say. And you got Twitter, and they can get a little bit more anonymous.
Rowdy.
Or anonymous. There was even less tied to them themselves. And then Discord, you could be fucking anybody. And then they have that double paned window of protection of anonymity on Discord, and I think they are a bit crazier and a bit less hinged than
I would liken it, Discord, to the narrative of the film The Purge, in a sense that, well, the narrative's easy to follow. It's just you got 24 hours, do the fuck you like, no consequences.
Yeah, and no one really regulates Discord, right? Except for the people who start the server themselves. So if they say it's fair game, then it's fair game.
Yeah, so if someone popped up in our Discord and started being a dick, like, we're like,
yeah, you're out of here.
Anything goes on Discord servers. Anything. No matter what it is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, but the whole thing is, I have a theory on this, and feel free to disagree. The problem that we have today is that
I don't need your permission to disagree with you.
Don't mute them, please.
You sort of do. No, but the thing with all the information that is readily available to us now, there is people can pick and choose because you can always find something or someone who agrees with your bias.
Yep.
And
100%.
Now there's too much information out there, which is a weird thing to say, but there's too much there's so much false information out there that you can pick and choose. And we always see these conspiracy theory people doing this, where they take a small excerpt out of what somebody said and take it out of context to confirm what they already thought that they knew. And then they make a mashup of it. And all of a sudden, look, this scientist said this. Well, did he really? Like, if you read the entire article, no, he didn't. But if you cut that little piece out, that's what he said. And the first thing that popped into my head now, we had this very famous political scientist in Sweden, Hans Rosling, and he at one point agreed with the Swedish Democrat Party, the party born out of Nazism, in one thing. But he also said a lot of other things. He just said, well, they have a point on this. But he also said a lot of other part. Right. What do you think the Swedish Democrats and everybody shared over the last few days? Yeah, that he said that Swedish Democrats was right all along. And then they quoted him on, this was like a 30-minute interview, and they took out one sentence that he said.
This guy believes in ethnic cleansing. It's like, wait, no, I never said that.
This might sound a bit highfalutin and a bit poetic and a bit out of character for me, but it's kind of like we focus on a single stitch, but we never look at the entire tapestry, if you know what I mean. Because if we focus on that little stitch, we just go, look at it, your rubbish bin, and you pull out, and it's a beautiful picture. So why do we tend to do this? When we all do it. Well, so we're all guilty of being susceptible to that kind of information, in the sense of we will be fed something in our timeline, like the clickbaity sort of stuff, and go, oh, and just get outraged. But when you again zoom out and look at the bigger picture, you go, oh, actually, no, I didn't mean that in that context, which is leading to something I want to talk about in our next subject. But sorry, carry on.
We can blend them together because, and to bridge that gap, to bifrost it, if you will. I thought that would get some sort of response.
Yeah. I'm like,
tried.
what? What?
Bifrost Bridge. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I know what you
Yeah.
meant. It was just
I'm already
that was
burning.
like,
I'm already crashing and burning. And speaking of burning, they've been holding mask burning rallies where they have, including children, showing up to throw tons of paper masks into burning garbage cans.
What you mean? Those masks that have toxic plastic in them?
Yeah, burn them. That's what they got. They got kids out there just shoveling masks into like a burning trash can or a grill or something like that. And it's like, I get you don't want to be smart. And I guess technically you have a right to be stupid. But the level of indoctrination that you're implanting inside your children is fucking irresponsible. It's so irresponsible to raise your kids that way. To like, I don't know. I don't have kids yet, so I can't really speak on it.
oh, thank God.
Give me some time, buddy.
I talked to Kristen. She's having you on. That thing that you did last night. That's not how you do it. There's no babies coming out of that, dude.
Yeah, that's it's called a belly button.
I do. Hey, you do it your way over there in the UK. I do it my way here in the States.
Did you find this in an article in the internet?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
On what website did you find that, Mikey?
Shut up. But there's one thing we've discussed like how we want to be parents. And, oh, pull yourself together, man. Pull yourself together.
For the audio listeners, Jartan is having a breakdown.
I can't even do it. I can't.
We have already decided on some rules that will not be bent when it comes to dealing with the kids. So I couldn't imagine that either one of us would approach each other and said, you know what? Let's have our kids burn masks. Let's even though we don't believe something, even though 1,000 million billion people do, let's not believe it. We're not going to believe this. It's clearly just the liberals, and we're going to teach our kid that they don't need to trust science. Everyone on the left is bad, and they're invincible because freedom. Like, how stupid is that? You can't even go to school if you don't have your mumps and measles vaccinations. And they're trying to open up all these schools, and now they're telling kids they're bringing kids to, what the fuck is wrong with us? Yeah. And I was talking to my mom about it on my Thursday morning call. Hey, Mom. And she was like, oh, yeah, they got to open these schools back up so the kids can learn. I was like, oh, no, my kids won't be learning in no school full of fucking germ-infested little children. Well, they got to go back to school. I was like, no, the fuck they don't. They have to learn. Learning is important, but going to school is not important. So if they got to homeschool for a couple of years, then that's what we got to do. But
you're saying that as a non-parent.
I got a plan in place.
Trust me, man. Homeschooling is, it's why I doff my cap to the teachers because. Go on, Jartan.
Yeah, but back to what we were talking about, like the burning the masks. All right, yes, of course, spreading lies to your kids. Yes, but let's ponder for a second that these people actually believe this, right? What a meaningless act to burn the masks. You still have to wear them, right? So you still have to go and buy new ones.
They're not buying new ones.
Yeah, but they must have acquired them from somewhere. It's like these people them nutcases that burnt the
Nike shoes after the Colin Kaepernick thing, where they were like, we're gonna, bankrupt Nike, and they were like, no, sales are up because people are buying Nike stuff to burn them, dude.
Nike's sitting back there like, oh no, please stop. Stop buying all these shoes to burn them.
No. Our sweatshops in Indonesia are going gangbusters to get all this stock out.
They just grab the camera like, Colin, wake up. I need you to do something else. This is working surprisingly well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should probably have gotten like fucking Nike stuff, Nike stock after doing that because fucking hell, that was stupid as shit. Like, do you remember those people running into the stores buying, Nike Airs, like 110 fucking quid shoes, and then just tossing them on the street and lighting them on fire? And I'm like,
The shop owner's like, I
What?
got some more in the back.
yeah,
Yeah. You want me?
But the thing is, they're all sitting there at the end of the day, all proud of themselves, going, "Oh, I got 10 likes on that video."
Because when this was going on, the NFL sold the most jerseys sold for that little period of time were all Kaepernick jerseys, online and in stores, and all of the clearance ones. It got so bad that they had to move Kaepernick's jersey from clearance because he had been out the league to back on top and remanufacturing the jersey again because people continue to buy it. They are still selling the jersey today because people continue to buy it. It's not discontinued, even though he hasn't played, and this will be season 4 that's coming up.
He's got to be retired now, surely.
I mean, he's not even 28, so.
but so the whole point about burning the mask, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all
No.
because there are still restrictions. You still have to wear masks to, convenience stores and supermarkets.
They don't do it.
No, but they have to, right?
No.
They can't.
People will.
But,
They will. The problem is that retailers don't want incidents. They don't want fist fights. They don't want people who have been shot and stabbed. They don't want all that. So they say just leave them alone. And there's like
I know.
There's very few businesses that are actually saying, "Hey, you're not coming in here."
That's why we need rules that are penalized by the law and not just recommendations, right?
Yeah. This
is why the recommendation part of this doesn't work. This is why it doesn't work in Sweden and it doesn't work in America and it doesn't
Definitely don't work here.
the US, and it doesn't work in the UK. We need a law that says you have to do this and you can be penalized if you don't, because otherwise people won't do it. If you put up a sign on the freeway saying, please don't do more than 70 miles per hour, but if you do 180, nothing's going to happen.
No, I'll give you a perfect example today. Just earlier today, I was in my local supermarket, and there's these two ladies that were a little bit brash, a little bit loud, and I looked over and no masks, no exemption lanyard, nothing. And there's one security guard in this shop. He's a lovely fellow. I always have a chat with him. But what's he going to do? Stand there and say, you're not coming in? And they're going to front him up and get in his face and, there's going to be an incident. And then all of a sudden, well, we're not coming to your shop again. Their brother turns up or their fella turns up, starts kicking off. And then you've got a whole row over a mask. But if it's actually mandatory and law and enforceable, then you've got to have people there to do that. You've got to have bodies to be able to do that. But the problem is, we ain't. We had 10 years of austerity. There were police cuts everywhere. So they're asking the shop workers to police it themselves. But as you said, Mikey, they don't want incidents. So they're just kind of going...
Go ahead.
In one of my locations, I actually had this incident happen where a guy walked into the location and, there's a big yellow sign on the front door, like 3 times as big as any normal sign would be. And it literally says, no mask, no service per the governor. And so it does say underneath that sign,
don't do it, Mikey.
Workers will not service you if you don't wear one. There's been a bunch of bad reviews left on the location because apparently someone got to walk in without one once, and they have stepped up their restrictions. This guy walks in, and I say to him, "Sir, we have free masks for you. For anyone that doesn't know what I mean by free masks, we give out these.
Mm-hmm.
The ones you'd find at the hospital if you went to the hospital. We give out these, and we ask them to place their masks on their face. So if you don't come in with one, and you're just trying to come in and get something, we ask you to put a mask on. The guy says to me, under this code, in this law, in the U.S. blank blank blank, it says that you're not allowed to force me to use any medical equipment.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I hate about the language that the governors are using is they're not mandating masks in public places. It's all recommendations and it's all that because they're afraid of some weird legal battle. Fucking have the legal battle. You tie up everything else up in the fucking courts. Tie that shit up in the fucking courts for a fucking year and a half, and then see what's what. You do that for everything else. You do that when it comes to fucking prosecuting murderous ass cops. But now all of a sudden, when it comes to public safety, it's like, well, only some people will die. I'm like, that's unacceptable to me.
Mikey, did you fire up the big Brenner signal on the roof of your house?
It is in the shape of a drone.
because it seems to be we're sort of halfway through our show, and someone just turns up.
No, we can't do that to her. Mikey's gonna do it. Mikey's gonna do it. No. Let's have a vote. Let's have a vote.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah. Swoosh, swoosh. Go for it, Mikey.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got a couple steps here. So first I need to do this. Oh, wait. We got to talk about the UK part first. You talk about
we can do it. No. We're doing that afterwards.
After mid-roll. After mid-roll.
Oh, it's time for the mid-roll. In which case I will be doing... Think I'm scared? You think I'm scared of this? Think I'm scared? Hi, guys. Oh, shit. I forgot to change my name. Fuck. Wait a minute. Hold on. This gets even better.
So for all of you not watching this, listening to this, Mikey just put a picture of Brenna up, and he's now changing his name, and he's going to read out our Patreons in the voice of Brenna.
Legit,
actually, that one looks better than me because I came from work, and that one I'm actually dressed up, so go for it.
Hi guys, this is definitely Brenna of the TheBinPodcast. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now what you're going to do because I told you to is go to patreon.com and give us all your money. I'm Brenna. You're gonna give me your money, or I'm going to start strangling the other hosts one by one. Until I
No. Now you're telling them.
No.
But everybody's going to cancel the pledge just to see Brenna choke us out on the internet.
But I'm only gonna record it and put it up for the Patreon supporters of a certain tier.
Or Brenna, a definite
Yes.
Brenna.
Yes.
Maybe you could use your piloting skills to, I don't know, pilot an Avenger drone and possibly take them out if they don't subscribe and give us their money.
Oh, I love your voice, Wayne. I'm blushing. Say something about tea.
Oh God.
Say something about tea. I love it when you talk about tea.
Talk dirty to me, you English bandit.
Okay. All right then.
You
Mud.
guys.
Dog poo.
It goes into
Filth.
Ooh. I need to get an animation of her hand, just like giving, like she's got the vapors, just like fanning herself.
All right, keep on going. I can't take this. Oh, fucking hell.
Easy, Jartan. You're my old lover. Wayne's my new love. Ooh, drink that Shiraz, you tall bastard. Get that down your neck.
Ooh.
This is getting worse.
Yes. I'm gonna have to read all these names because Mikey Famine, while attractive, is so annoying and he demands it of me. Our patrons as of late are, get ready guys, Richard,
Ricky.
Kristen.
Hey, baby.
I had to
Hey,
fucking
how you doing?
I had
Don't
to stop that one.
don't break.
I had to stop that one. Austin,
What's the order?
Austin Fieldy.
Stuart,
Sweet.
Hello, I'm
Katarina,
going to take over the world. Katarina.
David,
Oh, Dave.
Miss Nana,
Oh, call me.
hate you. Ricky, Kirby,
Yeah, shush,
Ricky
Scurvy.
Scurvy.
Crap pirate.
tons of mice.
You what?
Oh.
Tons.
Where's my stuff? Google Eats.
Barbara,
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Chicken Anonymous.
Fuck
Who
you.
could it be?
Who could it be?
Who could it be?
Why does everybody know but me?
Oh yeah, sure. Jenna
Wow.
Miu.
Hey, Jenna.
Hey,
Susan,
Jenna, I know you're in the chat.
Jenna,
Have a good day.
Jenna.
Susan,
Hey, Susie.
Divine Disbelief.
My best friend, Nathaniel.
Elena.
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 Ragabash Dabbler.
Ragabash. Hey, Rags.
La, 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 la.
Leclerc.
Leclerc.
Dutch from VFU.
Hey, Dutch.
And X of the Utah Outcast.
Yes.
Woohoo.
And just for a little shout out to X, he's got 499 subscribers on YouTube. Make sure that you make it 500. So go to youtube.com X of the Utah Outcast and give him a subscribe.
Okay, guys, I'll see you next time. I'm definitely
Hi,
Brenna.
Brenna.
By definite, legit, Bren.
Yeah, real Brenna signing off.
Wow, now you're a cosmos.
You do know that we get to see your screen when you go into your settings, right?
Oh, dude.
That's fine.
Dude, come on. Don't break the magic circle code.
It's all right. I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Good. So, what are we going to talk about now?
I gotta get my camera fixed.
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know. Nothing else has happened in the...
Has there been anything going on in the UK?
By the way, Mikey, I just saw on the YouTube, the edit name, everything, it all came up on the screen.
That's what he just said. Is there a
Oh.
fucking go in here?
No, sorry, I've literally just checked the YouTube. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm on
It's-
a bit of a delay. Anything going on in the UK? Nope. Still driving on the correct side of the road.
Wrong side of the road.
There's the right
Thank you.
side and
Correct.
then there's the wrong side.
Yeah.
Left is best.
Touche.
Yeah.
You gotta say.
But still, like, what the fuck? Left side of the road? Really? It's
Yeah.
2021. Like, what is this, a Middle Ages?
Wow. Are you gonna have a Me Too movement about the left side of the fucking road?
Yeah, fuck.
Look, they already tried to
yes.
cancel. They already tried to cancel a dead man's books that they didn't even put out. So anything fucking goes at this point.
All right, well, let's just cancel driving. No, nothing's going on over here. Boris Johnson's still, okay, folks. Yes, something Latin.
Still
Get on,
mojo.
ruffle hair, walk away. Ha ha.
And the royal
Um,
family's still racist, apparently.
What?
Wait,
Wait,
wait.
what?
Did something happen?
How could you even decide that?
I don't know. I was just watching telly the other night, and there was this black lady. I think she's famous for giving people cars.
Michelle Obama,
Yeah, no, that's not her.
No,
the other
no,
one.
the other one. The other one.
Serena
The
Williams.
other famous black lady.
Serena
No,
Williams.
No, not Serena.
No.
Oh, Venus Williams.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
the
we
girl,
said-
Nailed it.
the girl from Black Panther.
I
Um,
don't watch cricket.
No, the girl from Black Panther, and she was in Walking Dead. Michonne. What's Michonne's name? Denai Guerrera. You're talking about Denai Guerrera.
No.
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 Famous talk show host that isn't
Sally
Jay
Jesse
Leno
Raphael.
or David Letterman.
Geraldo?
Yeah,
Geraldo's black.
Whoopi Goldberg? What?
Oh, Whoopi.
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 Yes.
Shout out to Whoopi.
how long are we going to do this for?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Until somebody mentions Piers Morgan, and then I choke them to death.
Um,
Oh my god! So seriously, I kid you not.
We need to get a
Podcast
timeline
world-
on this. You can't just like jump to the good part
No,
in the end.
I'm gonna
Hang
do
on.
this. No, I seriously I watched Good Morning Britain after the interview
Brenna, your
Uh,
voice has changed.
with Piers Morgan, and And I texted the group and I said,
Yeah.
I basically, like, what was my text?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, no, it's great. I said, I got BritBox to watch classic Doctor Who, and I decided to watch today's Good Morning Britain. Yay. Piers Morgan is a piece of shit. And Wayne said, yep.
All right, now there's a little.
I called it. I called the whole thing.
Well,
I
let's
win.
let's let the good people know what we're talking
What?
about.
Wayback Machine.
Why are we so upset
right.
about what Piers Morgan said about the interview? What was in the interview there, Shartan?
What interview?
So, Oprah Winfrey, and
Oh,
not
that one.
Martin
Oh,
Lawrence.
Her.
I was
like her.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
So in our chat, we have everything from Martin Lawrence to Queen Latifah as suggestions. So, but no, it was Oprah Winfrey sat down with Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. She's a Duchess, right?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Well,
Yeah.
He
Sorry, before you carry on, by the way, I'd like to represent myself, anoint myself as the BIM Podcast Royal Correspondent.
Yeah,
I
Sir,
think that's fair.
Sir Waynyard, my question was,
Sir Wayne of Basildon. You have to get
Sir Wayne of Basildon.
the Lord of Essex.
So
So
all right,
so
calm down, Sir Wanker.
So he's the grandson of the Queen.
Yes.
He's the youngest son of Prince Charles and Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Right. So who's the king?
Allegedly.
So who's the king?
There's no king.
There's no king.
that's not how it goes.
Because the eldest in the line of succession will be the person that takes the throne. So the Queen is the eldest of her siblings, which means she is the Queen, which is why Prince Philip is Prince Philip and not King Philip.
The Queen's husband is Prince Philip.
Yeah.
What?
He
And
doesn't
then-
get the title.
And then the Queen's eldest will be the King, i.e. Charles. All the others, they're just rubbish, apart from Andrew.
But here's the deal. So Prince Charles, he denounced the throne, right? So he will not be taking the throne as king.
No, he will.
He will. Oh, okay.
He will.
I thought he
He will.
denounced the throne. All right.
No,
fine.
No, that was
he's
Harry. I
still-
thought.
No, Harry ain't got to look in now because William had a kid, so Harry's out the window. You see you later.
Yeah.
He's
No.
big brother William. He's next in line after his father, right? So
Yeah.
it's always the oldest kid.
Yeah, always.
It doesn't
Anyway.
matter if it's a man and a woman, but if
No.
the queen is a woman, then her husband does not become a king.
No.
Doesn't make sense.
It does
No.
make sense.
The-
Read
the
a
king-
book.
The king
Stop playing
should
video
be-
games and read a book.
No,
The
because
king
the Queen.
should be the Queen's husband.
No, but it doesn't work like
No.
that. Because remember back in the day we had the Queen Mother. So you'd think, oh, she should be Queen, surely. But no, she was classed as the Queen Mother because she was not in line to the throne. The next person is the next generation, and it's the eldest of the next generation that takes up the mantle of king or queen. And if it's a female, i.e. Lizzie, that means she becomes queen.
Lizzie, like they're friends on Twitter or
Oh, yeah.
something.
Yeah, they're not racist. She's down the gun with me every week.
So, Sir Wanker of Essex, when did you speak to Lizzie last?
Oh, we was watching a couple of episodes of Luther the other day over Skype.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Damn it.
I love
no,
that show.
but here's the deal. Anyways, so yeah, Harry, which is the grandson of the Queen.
Yep.
He is married to Meghan Markle, known from the TV series Suits,
Not that anyone's ever watched it.
and
Shartan speaking. Come on.
yeah,
I need to. Do you know what? I need to go and get a crown or something and just like that.
Have you noticed
I
your
got
name?
this back there. Where's your halo? No,
you
but
need that big necklace. That they
can we
wear.
please move on with the actual programming?
Yeah,
for-
yeah,
No.
yeah. We miss each other. We're talking.
Yeah,
It's
we're
fine.
having
No,
conversation.
shut up.
People
We
I-
like
all
it when
know,
we
we
talk.
all know how this conversation is going to
I-
end. I
I
already
am-
said it. Pierce
I
Morgan
am-
is a piece of shit, and that's the conclusion.
I am
Wow.
talking.
All right, here, come on. We'll put you in the middle. Here you go. Sorry, big guy.
Mikey could put us all on mute if he really wanted to.
I won't.
No,
though.
he doesn't want to because he likes seeing me upset.
Welcome to my world.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna read from the other screen now. There we go.
Oh, look at him.
So, Meghan and Harry interview with Oprah Winfrey. They made quite a few claims. The couple spoke about racism. Racism, mental health, the media, and other members of the royal family. Prince Charles did not speak about the interview during a visit in London, and an average of 11.1 million people in the UK watched the interview on Monday night. There was quite a lot of controversy about this interview.
A lot of manufactured controversy as well.
A lot of manufactured controversy as well. One of the biggest ones was that it was a claim from Meghan Markle that I can't find it right now, but somebody in the royal family questioned what color their child would be since she is.
No,
she is,
the exact.
of the dark
Sorry. I'll paraphrase. She said that someone in the royal family expressed concern, and that's where my problem is the use of language and the use of the word concern. So that's the damaging word, because as someone who is of mixed race, biracial, whatever you want to call it, I've got kids with a lady who is white, and we had those same conversations. Oh, I wonder what color her eyes are going to be, what color her, how her hair is going to be. We had those same conversations. Now, we didn't. It wasn't concern; it was wonder. So my problem is with the language that was used. I know it's a semantic thing, but to say someone expressed concern as a pejorative, that's what the press have gone with. But someone may have just asked, and she's seen it or perceived it as concern. I don't know, but the British press have just gone mental with it. And you know, when my good lady was pregnant, we had those same discussions. Do you think she's going to be quite light? Do you think she'll be quite dark? Will she have blue eyes? And we've got one of each. We've got a blue-eyed one and a brown-eyed one, you know? But we had those same conversations. It wasn't... It was more intrigue than anything else. But as I say, the use of language is what upsets me on that front. Because I don't know whether that was contrived. I don't know whether that was deliberate. I don't know whether it was just an interpretation. So the thing is, because there's that ambiguity, the press have just joined all the dots and just gone. You know, they've got their corkboard out and their red string, and they're like this, fucking all over the place. So I think there's a lot of over exaggeration that's gone on with regards to this interview.
So the actual word, I actually, because
That's how I was speaking for so long to cover.
I'm good at what I do. I actually do have the actual quote here. What Meghan said is in those months when I was pregnant, all around this same time. So we have in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security. He's not going to be given a title, and also concerns and conversation about how dark his skin might be when he was born, Meghan said. She said the remarks about his skin color were made to Harry, and he relayed them to her. When Oprah further to ask whether there were concerns that her child would be quote unquote too brown, and that would be a problem, Meghan said, if that is the assumption you are making, that is a pretty safe one. Again, when Oprah pressed her, she refused to reveal who the individual was, saying, I think that would be very damaging to them.
Yeah.
Prince Harry also refused to give further details, saying the conversation I am never going to share.
Yeah. So again, it just goes to show that the nature of the language used can be interpreted in so many different ways. And I think the most press-worthy line, or the press-worthy narrative, is to say, "Oh, royal family racist," and claim this woman that we don't like who's a bit brown. it's just so contrived, and it's just media spin.
And
Because
there was no point during the entire interview that Meghan Markle or Prince Harry ever accused any member of the royal family of being racist.
exactly,
Ever. Like she never said the family, it was the institution. So there
Yep.
it was something within that institution, which if you know minuscule amount about the royal family, there's hundreds of people in charge of this.
Yeah.
So it could have been anybody.
It's a company.
Exactly. So and this is one of those, like, the one thing about what Piers Morgan said that really blustered me is that, his conclusion was that if somebody in the institution questioned the skin color of their baby, then automatically that means that they believe that the queen was racist. And I'm like, no.
Exactly.
At no point did anybody accuse the royal family or any member of the royal family as being racist. It was the institution. It was the company.
Yeah.
It was the organization, somebody in there, and it could have been anybody.
But this is where the hyperbole comes into it,
Right.
and the jazzing it up, and then the Chinese whispers. By the time it actually gets to print, it's this big snowball of the royal family are racist and all this nonsense. And I mean, there's one member who's very questionable, but actually two, to be fair. But there was nothing. There was nothing implied.
Mhm.
It was just words were said that could be interpreted in certain ways, and as Jartan has just said in Meghan's statement, if that's the assumption, that's the assumption. She didn't actually come out and point a finger and say this person said this,
Mhm.
and that means they're all racist. That's nothing in any way, shape, or form what she said.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just
not
hyperbole.
stupid about how she says things, because she's seen the media and how it takes something and it overruns it. Like the Meghan versus Kate thing.
Yeah,
The crying.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, the reverse happens. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, we thought Meghan Markle was the mean one, but now Kate's the mean one. And she's like, no, like, I'm just telling you the truth. And it's another one of those narratives that, that list of, this is what the bombshells was. And one of the bombshells was that that Kate made Meghan cry before her wedding. And it's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, but
that's
the thing
their
is,
thing. Have you ever been in a wedding party before?
but when that got flipped reversed, in the sense of the media portrayed it as Meghan being the one who made her cry,
Yeah.
and then Meghan puts a record straight, but she does it in such a dignified way. She said, "I hope that's how I would react if the roles were reversed."
Yeah.
She sent her a letter and some flowers.
Yeah.
And apologized.
It
And
happens.
but she said, "I hope that's how I would have reacted if things were reversed." So she didn't throw Kate under the bus. She just said the media flipped it and then just portrayed Kate as a lovely person who said, "Oh yeah, I got this wrong. I apologize." And
yeah,
but the media are not going with that, are they?
No, they want the Jerry Springer reaction, right?
Yeah, they want the firework.
They want she made you cry. Like, what are you gonna do about this now? And it becomes this, like, it's who's the bigger bitch? Like, that's what it is.
We have got to bring back celebrity deathmatch.
That's what it is. It's this somebody.
armed physical
Only
combat.
one person can survive this, and Meghan
Thunderdome.
Markle was like, "No, we're like shit happens." She basically said it's something that happens. Things are resolved. We're fine. Why
So-
blow this stuff out of proportion?
So I have a stupid question, because even though I tried to get a recording of the thing, I kind of screwed that up. Thank you, Microsoft, for updating my shit and fucking up all of my settings on all of my programs.
It's Bill Gates' fault now. You've got your chip in you.
I know.
Bye, Apple.
Why are they leaving, Harry and Meghan?
Right. The reason they're leaving is because they wanted to scale down their royal duties. They wanted to try and have an air of privacy, and this is another thing that people are kicking off about. Oh, well, you want privacy, but you're going to the media. Well, yeah, because you can pick and choose. You should be able to pick and choose. You shouldn't have someone sticking a camera through your bush every time you go outside for a walk.
I did not say anything.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, I know.
I didn't want to.
I was riffing, so I wasn't really thinking. But they moved to Canada initially because it's a Commonwealth country, and they thought, okay, well, if we go to a Commonwealth country, it's close enough to America for Meghan, and it keeps my toe in the Commonwealth. And then basically the Daily Mail doxed them, and they had to move from there to where they are now. And the reason that they wanted to move was because they hated the press intrusion. They hated it.
Well, it was like we said before, where Harry's like, I literally says, I don't want history to repeat itself.
Yeah.
And
he's seen it.
He saw what happened to his mother in not even a similar situation. She was divorced, and she was having a good time, and the media would not stop hounding her about what she was wearing, who she was with, what she was doing. And Meghan and Harry were trying to just be fairly normal royals. Like they just wanted to be in the Commonwealth and help out.
Yeah.
And
it's
travel and meet people. She's very personable. He loves that about her. He says that about her. And yet they drove them to, first off, the royal family, or somebody in the institution,
in the firm, as it's called.
Exactly. Took away his security protection.
Yeah, basically what they said was, if you're going to move to the States, or move to Canada, we're going to take away your royal protection, which is basically normally an ex-copper who's done like close security, and it was like, well, if you're gonna take that away, it's a similar situation to his mum, because once his mum was divorced and everything, they just went taking all that. And well, I need to get away as far as possible from all of this media circus to protect my family. He said it with his own words.
Yeah,
and the other thing he's criticised for is for doing exactly the same as his brother done, as I spoke about in that article from BuzzFeed last week, where he started branding stuff and putting stuff together to earn his own money, independent of the family. And he's criticised for it, but he said that he's doing it because he needs to fund his own security. He needs to protect his family.
Yeah.
And to do that, he needs to be making money. And yet people are shitting on him and Meghan for trying to make money to protect their own family, to look after their own interests. But then someone over here who's selling their soul to the media, oh, they're amazing. They're great.
Right. Well,
and aren't they good?
And I
money.
hate to make a comparison, but we just got rid of like a royal family that was taking our tax money and running businesses with that, traveling with that, being protected with that, and right now continues to do that. So I don't want to hear this, well, like they're not royal anymore, so they don't need the protection. They should spend their own money. Well, guess what? Like Megyn Kelly, like Jesus H. Christ. All I wanted that was like the weirdest sort of like, you know, hypocrisy in real time. That's what it was.
I loved Whoopi Goldberg's response to her when she went,
Okay. Like, I was like, as soon as she said George Washington, I'm like, oh shit. Oh my god, you're supposed to take one pill a day, not all of them at once. Like, what the fuck is this girl on about?
You're supposed to take anti-crazy pills, not crazy pills.
Goodness.
Oh my god.
What is she talking about?
No. Insane.
What does
All
that
right.
even mean?
I don't know how long I can rant about this kind of stuff, but it really does. Like the whole thing just bothered me, and then doing the thing that I probably shouldn't have done and watching Piers Morgan.
Hate watching.
It was pure hate watching because I knew he was going to say shit I didn't like, but I had no idea that it would be to the point where he's like, you know. Basically, he brought on guests that would say there's no such thing as racism. Like that's what the conclusion was. That they can't be upset because there's no such thing as racism. And I'm like, you guys are like, why are you saying this kind of shit? This person was. We didn't even get to the point where Meghan Markle was contemplating suicide because of what was happening and that she wasn't getting the support that she needed from the institution, from the firm. And I mean, and then that was, no, she shouldn't be upset. She's rich and famous. Like that was it. You can't have mental problems if you're rich and famous. That was what they wanted to get out of it.
Yeah, and the most dangerous thing about that is if someone says to you they've got mental issues, and you just go, "Oh, shut up."
Yeah.
And you broadcast that.
You put them down.
We lost the kitty.
Come down. I'll see. Yeah.
But let me tell you about why I think this Piers Morgan thing is so contrived. Look at you, you massive pussy.
Security.
And by the colouring, mixed race pussy, you're so on topic.
Look at how fuzzy that face is.
Brenna's losing it.
Right.
I love fuzzy kitties. I have fuzzy kitties.
Right.
I love fuzzy kitties.
Let me tell Brenna.
Tons of mice clip that.
Brenna, you're gonna love this because it will tie in with a little bit of conspiracy theory.
Ooh,
So, who's banging their mic?
that was Mimi. I'm sorry.
Oh. So Piers Morgan walks off TV this week. Yep. After he feels he's being now he's going to be seen as a martyr for these free speech.
Oh, somebody will pick him up.
Just seems to be convenient that News UK TV have been approved by Ofcom to start broadcasting. Rupert Murdoch's new UK TV channel.
What do you know?
Convenient.
You're gonna get your own Fox News.
Yeah. And the other one, there's a second one which is launched by Andrew Neil, who's the editor or former editor of the Spectator magazine, which hosts sort of like Nazi apologists articles and things like that. So I wonder how that's going to go down. And the whole shtick is they're trying to do more opinion pieces. Who does opinion pieces in America?
Tucker Carlson?
So
hang on. Whoa. Mikey, bring me up big. Bring you up big.
All
right.
Right. If we're gonna do Tucker Carlson, we've got
the catfish look.
Oh my God! Please, for the love of God, take Tucker Carlson,
or at least have him close his fucking mouth. Don't just stand there agape.
He's just constantly surprised.
He's so
I've
confused.
never seen this before.
You mean that camera puts me on television?
Oh,
You know when you get a laser pen and shine it for a cat, and they're like,
The first thing they do is go like that, where he gets like that confused look, and then he
Yeah.
goes,
So I think one thing that you guys are missing about Pierce Morgan is he has a bit of a history with Miss Merkel.
Yep.
You know, they went out on a
Markle, not Merkel.
damn, my
excuse-
bad.
excuse me,
I'm
excuse
not
me,
Pierce
excuse me.
Morgan. Why are you mad
I'm
at
not-
me?
I'm not
No, he's just talking Americanese.
I'm not mansplaining right now, but I think you need to call her Mrs. Windsor.
I don't even know.
Have some respect.
Yeah. Okay.
Megan.
Well,
I'm talking about
no,
Megan.
Wait, hold on. We don't. It doesn't matter who she's married to. She's a person.
Yeah, but
So fuck
she,
you.
no, but her name is Megan Windsor.
Is that what she wants to be called?
Oh, I don't know if she wants to identify as a potato, but fuck it.
We're not getting into potatoes.
Tons of mice.
We have
Clip that.
a problem with potatoes.
Tons of mice. Clip that.
With the gender of potatoes, apparently genitals of potatoes matter.
But I think Megan is
Five
just.
lives matter.
I think Megan's just a little, she's just mad she missed her chance with Pierce. That's why all this is happening. If she would have just stayed with, smashing Pierce Morgan as opposed to the fucking prince.
Oh.
Yeah, but have you
Oh
seen?
my god.
Have you seen Piers Morgan's
oh my God, I
associate?
almost puked.
Have you seen Piers? Have you seen Piers Morgan's associates over the years?
No.
Maybe Google it quickly.
No, I'm good.
If you own, don't put it on here, but just.
No,
just have a little Google.
I plan on eating later today, so I'm good.
That sounds.
Who wouldn't want him just sweating over the top of them?
Epstein, Weinstein, Ghislaine.
Like sometimes when it's like
Oh,
super intense.
I can't.
If the room's too hot and it's super intense, and a little bit of it just drips from his forehead onto your forehead.
Just can we stop,
Stop.
Mikey?
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
it.
No, but here's the deal. Okay, nobody
if you
wants
love
to
me,
be
you will stop.
nobody wants to be devil's advocate, so I'm gonna do it. So in the whole controversy thing with Meghan and Harry, one of the things that had been said is like you can't, if you're not performing any royal duties, you can't also have the state pay for your protection detail. You can't have it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So if you said I'm not performing any formal duties for the British royalty, then fine. But your protection detail is also revoked because you're not doing the work for the company required to have that protection detail.
I'm fairly certain Prince Harry said that when they went to Canada for the Commonwealth as a Commonwealth, that they were going to be performing duties, but while they were there, because they weren't in in the castle, basically in the palace, they got their
In the shed.
they got his security
Yes,
so he was still he was supposed to be performing duties, but the security was revoked while he was supposed to be performing duties.
The argument
basically they said go fuck yourself. Like
no, so let's get back to what Wayne said, that this is basically a company.
Can you
And
say
then
his
Harry
name correctly, please?
Sir Wanker of Essex said that. I'm sorry.
Can we
apologize.
Apology accepted.
Can we get the lordship certificate of that?
I'll buy him I'll buy him like a square foot of land in Scotland, and in the name of Sir Wanker of Essex, I'll do that. I'll get on that. So you can have a certificate.
Jartan, I've got a better one for you. You can actually buy lordships over here.
I know you can buy them, and in Scotland they're dirt cheap. Like it's like 10 quid, and you get a certificate with the lordship.
Dirt cheap. I get it. Dirt.
You got it.
Nice.
But let's continue the discussion, because we have to get both sides. We can't just be echo chamber here. So But
We don't have
but he was employed by the company, the royal family,
I'm not
and he
watching
said,
football.
and he said, hey, by the way, guys, I don't want to work on location anymore, so I'm gonna move halfway across the work and work there. And they're like, no. And he's like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyways. And then they go like, well, yeah, but then you lose some of your, because we need you here to do the work that you have to do. The work you have to do is over here.
Work is a very strong word.
No, but it was actually Sir Wanker of Essex who said it was a company, right?
Yeah, but they're not really
it-
doing much except for appearing places. So if they're appearing in other places, I don't really see what the big deal is.
Just think of them.
Neither do
as,
I. I'm
like,
trying to be devil's advocate. Don't.
Think of
I
them
don't
as
know.
Don Jr. and Ivanka.
Yeah.
Like they didn't make the company. They were
Yep.
born into it, and then they were given their job.
This was one of Harry's or Henry's biggest bugbears. He said he was born into this role, and when they said they were going to take it away, it was like take his protection away. That's where he felt most grieved by, because he was born into that risk.
Yeah.
And there was a
choose it.
No, and there was a very, very powerful caller to LBC this week, and he said, I served at the same time as Harry, or Captain Windsor, as he's known. I served in Afghanistan. I did 2 tours. Harry did 2 tours. And there's a very, very famous clip of him taking up, during an interview in Afghanistan, there's gunfire, and he rips off his mic, and he gets up and he sprints to his Apache, because he's like, shit's going off. I've got to do this. And this particular caller said he finds it so insulting that this guy has been born into this privilege, yes, but he's been born into this risk. He was a high risk asset when he was a soldier out in Afghanistan, but he was a massive prize. Like Al Qaeda wanted to know where he was, and he is even now a massive prize for someone like some right wing nutcase. And to have that, where he served his country, he's done his duty, and he was born into this privilege and risk, and then to have his protection taken away, that he felt that was a metaphorical slap in the face.
And I think it's very odd that a country can prop up the monarchy as long as they have been, and then if someone says, I don't want to live that life, I want to live a different life, well, then you're not going to be part of the monarchy, and then we're not going to protect you. It's like, well, the only reason this persists is because you guys make it persist. You guys won't let this shit fall away. So if you're going to force me to be this, then yes, it is the due diligence of the crown to protect all of the fucking royal family. Yeah. Like, that's not his fault.
Right.
They didn't fucking send all those people when he was in fucking Afghanistan. Where's the fucking Secret Service fucking blocking the bullets coming his way? They're nowhere to be fucking found. So, it's only when it's convenient for them do they decide we will and will not protect you. No, bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's sorry, go on, Brenna.
Yeah. And I think was kind of that last straw for him, where he's like, yeah, you're not getting your protection anymore. And he's like, well, now you're leaving myself and my family vulnerable to the media, which guess what? Killed his mother.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not something, he doesn't take this shit lightly, and I wouldn't either. Like, these people were the reasons why his mother is no longer there, because they chased her down, and they continue to do that. And he doesn't want to live that life. He doesn't want to see his wife, his family go down like that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
and the only way to do it is to protect at least himself.
The last person to sort of leave royal duties was Edward VIII, and that was because he was a Nazi sympathiser. Right, and that's how we ended up with George VI, who is Harry's great granddad.
Oh yeah, can't be bothered, dude. I saw Game of Thrones. That's enough royalty for me.
Yeah, there's too much.
Yeah, and
Yeah, no,
Archie-
but
and the thing is,
the branches of the trees go.
he
Yeah.
abdicated because he was literally a Nazi sympathizer, and then George VI took over. You seen the King's Speech?
Yep.
That's Lizzie's dad.
I don't know. I've seen
And,
The Crown, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, same thing. It's
Right.
Yeah.
documentary.
I saw
Documentary.
Vikings. There's some kings of England in there.
You know, I like I'm actually in tune with all that because I wanted to see how the line of succession was working a while back.
Yeah.
And I think it's more or less because he doesn't see himself ever being the king, and he knows his
Yeah.
his brothers are,
Yeah, he's like that meme with that geezer with the papers, like, fuck this.
yeah, he's like, okay, well, my dad will be the king before my brother, then my
Mhm.
brother will be the king. He goes, by the time if it ever makes it to me, my brother's already had a bunch of kids and continuing to have more. He goes, I'll never be the king anyway.
Yeah.
Which is why he basically did whatever he wanted. He married the woman that he wanted to in a way that he wanted to, and he lived the way that he wanted to because
I think this
Well, they
is
got mad at him
his,
about not marrying Pippa.
yeah, but I think this is his emancipation. He's just kind of saying, I don't want this shit anymore. I've lived this life. They made him walk behind his own mother's coffin, and that was a PR stunt because the press were hounding his mum so bad. The royal family's name was just in the mud. And so on the day of the funeral, they made William and Harry bow their heads and walk behind their mother's coffin with the eyes of the world on them. Like at that age, like these lads are like the same age as me.
Yeah.
And like to be put in that situation where you haven't got a choice. Right, boys, this is what we've got to do. It's for the greater good, so get out there and do it. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Is there a way for you guys? And let's start wrapping this up here, and we'll move into the after show.
Yeah.
But like final point, is there a need for the crown, and can you get rid of it if you decide you don't want it?
Yes and no.
Yes to the first and no to the second.
The thing is, it's too tied up and too emotionally enveloped in the British identity. So yes, we could if we just went, fuck it, and do a Spain or a Sweden or a Denmark or something like that. But there is no way that British people would allow it. There are people that literally look at the royalty as deities in the sense that they can't do anything.
Isn't that based on
the history? Just
the English exceptionalism, where it's
100%,
like
100%.
This is why the reason why we have these commonwealths that we have. You know, we used to have an empire, but because we had royalty in order to serve, and then we wanted to expand that. So there's some
there is such a level of deference that runs through certain elements of this country that you could not, if you was to try and turn this into a republic, there are too many people that are too emotionally attached to certain symbols and certain practices, certain cultural things that it would never happen. It could not happen. I mean, you look at the whole pageantry of anything that happens to do with the Queen. Like on the Mall, there's Union Jacks all the way down it. You have a flyby, which usually consists of a Lancaster bomber, a Spitfire, and a Hawker Hurricane. And everyone's like, oh yeah, we won the war. Come on, can we get over that now? Can we just move on? No, we always have to arc back to the fucking war, and it does my nutting. It does my nutting. It's like that's done. And the thing is, Germany, because they're so ashamed of their past, so fucking ashamed, it's illegal to be a Nazi in Germany. Illegal.
It's even illegal to own or display Nazi paraphernalia in Germany.
Yes, exactly that. So if they can own
that's
their
why
shit,
they come over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one country in the world that put up statues of traitors and then demonstrate when they get torn down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And I mean,
Land of the free and home of the brave. Yeah, baby.
The V8 motor.
The V8 motor.
America.
yeah. Jartan, how's that crotch rocket of yours?
Out of the tree now.
No, I'm talking
No,
about
that was
his
a snow.
Harley Davidson.
That was my snowmobile, and that's made in Finland. You bastard.
I'm talking about your Harley Davidson.
Also in a tree.
That's
not
where
yet.
he hangs
Not
them
yet.
up.
Not
He
yet.
hangs them from the snow. Come on, guys.
I just fixed it.
That's how you can tell when they're ripe. Is you just squeeze the tires like,
Gotta
ooh,
squeeze
not
it.
yet. Ooh, not yet.
Were you trying to
little
make it like
squishy.
a Swedish version of Dukes of Hazzard and put a little General Lee flag on the top of your tank and jumped into a tree and thought, oh bollocks.
This is for Kattegat, and then you boom in the air.
There we go. All right. I think we've exhausted our topics today. I
Alright.
mean,
Yeah.
Take us home, Brenna.
well, I guess we're gonna go to the after show, or some of us are gonna go to after show. Some of us have to eat lunch. So I want to thank everybody here at the Bin Podcast. Thank you, Sir Wanker of Essex. We'll get you a title.
Needs a
Of
scepter.
course, Cortez, Monsieur Mikey, and Thor.
No, Fat
Or-
Thor.
Fat Thor.
I've lost some weight. About
You-
a gram or two.
You did a poo.
Yeah. Fat Thor, aka Jartan. This is Brenna. Thank you guys for watching. Smash that like button. Go to patreon.com/TheBinPodcast.
Because Daddy needs a new snowmobile.
Wait, don't
Hidden
slash the
location.
bin. Don't slash the bin podcast. I don't want to be slashed.
And enjoy the rest of your week.
We're not talking about those. Great.
I was about to go there.
All right.
He was born in
See you
Stoke on
later,
Trent.
alligators.
He's American, damn it.
He was born in Stoke on Trent.
Y'all English people don't claim him. We got him now.